Welcome to the Pop Culture Preservation Society, the podcast for people born in the big wheel generation who know that a spritz of sweet honesty makes you feel like a fancy woman.
Oh, sorry.
Were you remembering how fancy that felt?
I was just laughing. Fancy woman. We believe our GenX childhood gave us... GenX childhoods. We believe our GenX childhoods gave us unforgettable songs, stories, characters, and images. And if we don't talk about them, they'll disappear, like Marshall, Will, and Holly on a routine expedition.
And today, we are saving the spectacular variety show that helped us differentiate between country and rock and roll and made all of us beg for ice skating lessons. Donny and Marie.
I'm Carolyn.
I'm Kristen.
And I'm Michelle. And we are your pop culture preservationists. It takes two,
baby.
It takes two, baby. You
It
and
takes
me.
two.
No, me
it
and
takes
you.
two.
Me
then it
and
goes-
you. Oh, yeah, because that rhymes.
Yeah.
But then
You
they go,
and
it just
me.
takes two.
It's two.
It takes two.
It just takes two.
Boom.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. So
Pose.
that's going to play in. So
Pose.
then I'm going to be like, you guys, I almost can't with this. I feel like listening to this, I feel like I'm going to cry. Even us singing it makes me feel like I'm going to cry. Right? And I know that after 90-something episodes, I'm going to sound like a broken record. But 1970s Donny and Marie give me that lumpy feeling, that twisty feeling in my tummy, like I'm going to cry. And it's not a bad feeling. It's just melancholic and it's powerful. It's a powerful feeling.
It is so powerful. You know, Donny was my first crush, so that kind of elevates the whole Donny and Marie act. But when I was doing research for today's episode, one of the images that popped up was like the 45 of Puppy Love, and just seeing the label, that blue and yellow MGM label with the lion on it. I got that tingly, let's call it what it is, nipple lightning feeling, because I remember Go Away Little Girl was like my first 45 Donny Osmond record, and playing it on my 45, or no, not my 45, and playing it on my record player and just watching that label go around and around.
The
Just
apple.
seeing
Did it
that.
have an apple on it? Apple. Did I just
This
say
one
apple?
didn't have the apple. This one just
Oh.
had the lion. It just says MGM. You know, it's blue and yellow.
We'll
Anyway,
cut that part out.
okay.
And you know what I'm doing? This is what I'm doing, because I remember the 45 of One Bad Apple, but I think what I'm thinking, I'm mixing up One Bad Apple and the Apple Studios, whatever. You know what I'm talking about? The label with that half-cut apple on it.
Yes.
I'm getting mixed up. But Go Away Little Girl was a big moment for me, because this is pre-Donny and Marie, right? But it was my very first dance recital, and the teenagers were doing a dance to Go Away Little Girl, and I was just transfixed by these teenagers.
Were they
And
like
that's really how
swaying?
Totally swaying with their long Marsha Brady hair.
Yes.
And they had these long bell bottoms on.
I love it.
song.
It was magic.
Like Carolyn, like you, I know that we've talked about this before, and I've mentioned it. I think it was on our crushes episode. I told you guys that Donny Osmond was my first crush at age like 3 or 4, and I'm not lying. Like at 3 or 4, he definitely was big time. But honestly, when they became Donny and Marie, I crushed on them together. Like, I was enraptured looking at them and listening to their songs. And this is at age 5 and 6. And you guys, the album, I'm leaving it all up to you, is still an album I own, is still an album I play frequently. This is the one, listeners, with, it looks like a locket on the front. It's open. And it's, this one is like, Donny is in one of the sides of the locket, Marie's in the other. And this is Marie at like age 14 with like her long kind of Loretta Lynn, R.I.P., hair. And, you know, with the little curls at the top, right? Like the little tiny curly cues here.
Cute. Little ringlet things.
And I can remember Morning Side of the Mountain and the Umbrella Song are 2 songs on that album that to this day give me the same nipple lightning, the same like make me cry, twisty feeling in my stomach. And I'm not embarrassed to say that I actually have a whole Donny and Marie playlist on Spotify that I've made myself. And I have a lot of those songs from those old first records on them that I owned at age 5.
Yes, those songs were magical to me. And I think I have a theory on this. And maybe same with you, Michelle, as to why they are so special to you. Because Donny and Marie were popular at a sweet spot for my sister and myself and our relationship and our siblinghood. She was old enough to kind of know what was going on and kind of fun to play with. And it was before I didn't want to have anything to do with her. And so this sibling act lent itself so well to us reenacting the songs, because they each had a part. And, you know, I'll sing Donnie's part, I'll sing Marie's part. And so listening to that album again, I was just flooded with the memories. I mean, the umbrella song, we had it choreographed. We had our little umbrellas that we would use to dance with. And, Morning Side of the Mountain. And you guys, I remembered all the words. I was just in my bathroom getting ready for our recording, and I was playing that album. And
Isn't that spooky?
I know all of the words.
It's crazy. Mm-hmm. It comes right back to you. Like this is like, the old cliched menopause joke, right? Can't remember what I had for lunch yesterday, but I can remember. But it's true. We can remember.
Even when you don't and I might be skipping ahead here, but when we talk about the ending song to the show, I couldn't sing that for you right now. I have no idea how it even goes, but when I heard it, when I was rewatching, I knew every single word. Every single word. Right. And it was gone from my memory for almost 50 years.
The choreography to the end of Country and Rock and Roll, I'll talk about in a minute too. I was like, I know what they're about to do. Jazz square bow.
Yep.
I know what they're about to do.
Oh my God.
The umbrella song, Carolyn, as an aside, I'll probably take this out. We should put some of that in. Since I was playing my album the other day, I kept playing that one again and again. It is, it's like heartbreaking, the story at the beginning, but then it becomes the stupidest lyric. Like, this umbrella saves them. And if only we all had an umbrella, we would all be happy, basically. And it's like,
right. Well, Michelle, can I ask you, do you, because you're my sister's age and I'm your sister's age.
Correct, right.
Do you find that you've got memories associated with your sister during this time?
No.
At all? Okay, we can take all that out then.
I will tell you
I actually don't. I don't know that.
Mike is obviously my age, and his sister would be your age, Carolyn. And
okay.
They do have brother-sister memories, but he called Donny and Marie Donny and the Turkey. 100% because it made his sister furious.
Oh, yeah, I bet.
Furious. But he also pointed out that he was running down the stairs to sit in front of the TV just as much as she was. Right. He was only needling her because she loved it so much.
Yeah. I loved it so much that it, like I said, it's a powerful, I feel like it's a painful memory almost, how much I loved Donny and Marie. And I will guess that my sister watched it too, but you guys know and our listeners know, much like I couldn't crush on Sean Cassidy, it was just like a normal thing, right? That was my sister's boyfriend, so he was off limits for me. And maybe because she had Sean Cassidy, although this was pretty much pre-Sean Cassidy, she didn't crush on Donny Osmond. Like, Donny Osmond was my, I was 5 years old. Stay back. He's mine. But,
and I have a similar thing.
I don't know if that's why.
The brother-sister thing with a different twist, because I had zero crush feelings for Donny Osmond because that would be gross because he was my brother, because I am Marie. I'm the Marie character.
Right, of course.
And Donny is my brother. So that would be disgusting.
Of course. Yeah.
I can't be in love with him.
Right.
And we're adversaries.
I will tell you something that's funny about that. On that same note, I was watching some old footage of them on a talk show, and I'm not going to remember which one it was. So this is pre-Donny and Marie show, and they're singing Morning Side of the Mountain. And it's about, there was a boy, there was a girl, and, they're going to end up coming together, right? And when they end up at the end, and the way this is shot is with them each in like not silhouettes, but like in their own kind of, like I always call it, the Olin Mills kind of cloud around them. He's in one corner, she's in the bottom, corner, the opposite one. And they're singing the whole song, but at the very end, when in the song, the boy and the girl find each other, Donny and Marie, now the camera's pulled back and it's both of them, and they put their arms around each other and they look at each other and sing and sway. And this is pre-Donny and Marie, so she's about 15. And I was a little bit like, ew, no.
No.
There
are some lines that are a little fuzzy, that are a little gray. And there are some other areas in the show where that takes place too that I'll get into later. And it never crossed over into making us feel uncomfortable, but we'd be like, oh, you're almost there. Almost. Nope. Okay, they pulled back. Okay.
Right.
Well, and I don't worry about anything at all. I just think it's just a misstep. That's all.
It's a little bit like we're all kind of going, oh no, oh wait, no,
yeah.
And I don't think I ever caught on to that when I listened to that song. So it was just, again, today when I was listening, getting ready, and I was going, ew, at the end.
You're sort of like,
It's like, it doesn't quite work.
Oh, I
mean,
100%
like, in
agree.
general,
Sorry, I was going to just say that would have gone over my head in 1976.
There's a lot. Like all things, there are certain things that we just didn't perceive of.
Hello world is a song that we're singing. Come on, get